Is Donald Trump a fascist?
To say that he's a fascist is completely accurate.
Donald Trump is a fascist.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. Inscriptions on the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist!" Catch!
No one has ever been more dangerous to this country than Donald Trump, and he is a fascist to his core.
Do you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Yes, I do.
I don't respect these MAGA Republicans. The MAGA Republicans don't just threaten our personal rights and economic security. They're a threat to our very democracy.
And a 3rd unfired casing read, "If you read this, you are gay, LMAO."
If you spend all your time inciting violence, do not be surprised when people commit acts of evil. Your words matter, especially if you are an elected official. You have millions of people that believe in you. You have millions of people that are influenced by your words.
I think with a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody, right? In custody. Everyone did a great job. We worked with the local police, the governor. Everybody did a great job. You know, getting somebody that you start off with absolutely nothing. And we started off with a clip that made him look like an ant that was almost useless. We just saw there was somebody up there. And so much work has been done over the last 2.5 days. You know, it's amazing, actually, when you start off with that and then all of a sudden you get lucky or talent or whatever it is. But yeah, I think we're in great shape.
And this is the power of the United States of America. And this is, I'm blessed to even be in this country. Yes, of course, America has this problem, just like any other places. However, this is the greatest country on the planet. This is why America is the most powerful country in the planet. Do you understand?
Your suspicion was that he was radical left, and now you have more information. What can you share with us about his ideology?
Yeah, Lawrence, let me just, and by the way, Lawrence is doing a good job. What's going on?
Job.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
I said you were going to do well. Yeah, I think that I don't want to go too far. I'd like to tell you some stories at how it happened, but essentially somebody that was very close to him turned him in. And that happens when you had some of those good shots. Somebody is going to say, whether it's a parent or whatever, I'd rather not say right now. They're going to announce it today, sometime later, probably talk about that. But somebody close to him turned him, you know, they said, whoa. It's interesting where we had very good pictures, but not great, not perfect. And when you look at it, what happened is somebody, and this happens a lot. It happened with the crazy Boston bomber. It happened with others. Somebody that's close recognizes even a little tilt of the head, which nobody else would do.
Most of us conservatives, we had an idea this demonic act had to be from a leftist, but we were not sure. We were still hoping and waiting for the government to catch him. But now that we know, now that we have him, of course he had to be from a leftist.
And somebody that was very close to him said, that's him. And essentially went to the father, went to a U.S. Marshal, who was fantastic, by the way. And the person was involved with law enforcement, but was a person of faith, a minister. And brought him to a U.S. Marshal who was fantastic, and the father convinced the son, this is it. And again, I'm always subject to be corrected, but you know, I'm just giving you, based on what I'm hearing, they'll give you a much more active. I just heard about it 5 minutes before I walked in. As I'm walking in, they said, looking real good. They have the person that they wanted. So,
did the president say the person of faith brought him in? Is that coincidence, guys? Is that a coincidence when we know Charlie was a man of faith, when we know Charlie was a man of God? Is that a coincidence? I don't think so.
They did a great job, everybody, and everybody worked together. Pam Bondi is incredible, by the way. People don't know what a star she is. She's incredible. It all worked out.
Could I ask you just some clarification? So a pastor was able to turn him in, or they got the family of the shooter to turn them in?
Well, it was a minister, and the minister went to a minister who was involved with law enforcement, by the way. And his good friend is a top U.S. Marshal. And they took it from there. And then it was a father got involved, namely his father, and said, we got to go in. And they I understand it, and again, subject to change. But the facts are the facts. We have the person that we think is the person we're looking for. But they drove into the police headquarters, and he's there now.
I think it's time we start to look into putting in place some type of regulations around national television, around all these news outlets, because the idea for those people to come every night and lie to the American people, they should be held accountable. And I don't care if they are from the right or from the left. If you unknowingly lie to the public, I think it's a disgrace, and I think you should be held accountable. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Even though I'm not the biggest fan into putting in place all these type of regulations, I think we should allow institutions to, to grow. However, when they are abusing their privilege, when they are putting the public in danger, I think maybe it's time for the government to say, okay, what's going on here? Anyway, as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. I think it's a great news that we got the person, or at least he's still innocent until proven guilty. That's his right, so we have to respect that. But we shall see. Like we say every video we do here. Although Charlie is no longer with us, but his legacy and what he stood for, the conservative values, the Christian values he believed in, the family values he believed in, those will continue. The conservatives here, we're going to continue to push those values until America becomes even a greater country. We are already the greatest country in the world, even though a lot of people disagree when I say that. Anyway, you guys stay safe. God bless you. And of course, God bless the United States of America.